Hey, what's up everybody, this is Muth24, and today I'm taking a look at the high-grade model kit of Evangelion Unit 8. This is Mari's new Eva from the third film in the rebuild of Evangelion series, and it's built a little bit different than previous movie kits, and I'll get into that a little bit as we go along here, but you can see right off the bat it's a very pink Evangelion, and that's kind of cool. It's a very different color, but it's not a real harsh pink. I like the fact that it's a little bit softer. I think that the little bits of purple here on the gauntlets, the black, the white, and the yellow offset that color nicely. I mean, the black's a little bit more drastic a change in color there, but it's only used on the shoulders and kind of in the torso bits and along the joints and all that, so it's not overpowering. I just really like the way that this Eva looks, and I like it more than I thought I would after I built it. I wasn't sure how this whole color combo was going to look, you know, molded in the plastic and everything, but we've had more crazy colors in the past with Evas. I think Eva Unit 1, being, you know, purple and green, I think somebody called it the Nerf Gundam because it looks like old Nerf footballs or Nerf guns, and it's a pretty accurate description of that Evangelion. But so that's not the weirdest color combo we've ever had, I don't think. That said, this is a very interesting design for an Eva. It's got the pretty typical build for the body and everything. The shoulders are a little bit smaller. The gauntlet things are really interesting looking. They're more rounded with a little point at the back there. And then the head is probably the most standout feature of this Eva. And that's kind of the way you define any of the Evas, is give it a different head design. And this one has actually 8 eyes, which sort of matches the number of the Eva itself. So looking at the box art here, it's pretty simple, but I think it's stated, you know, well enough what this Eva looks like in action. This is actually a scene from the film early on. It's not a spoiler or anything. But there's the Eva shooting its gun with the cable still attached to it. And we take a look at the side, front and back shot, have it with the pistol out. There it is on an action base, and with the big rifle ready to go. There we have the other side. There's leaned back with the sniper rifle. We have the pistol again, the umbilical cable, a bunch of details, the different sets of hands that you get, and then an advertisement for Eva Unit 2. There's actually 2 versions of Eva Unit 2 from the 3.0 line. There's this one with the bulkier hand, and then there's another one with like a grappling hook arm, which is seen really early on in the film. So there are... I've seen these for sale a couple places, actually, and this, if I get an Eva Unit 2 from the new movies, it won't be this one, it'll be the other version from 3.0 that I'd get, just because I like that one better. But this one's pretty cool, and I believe it comes with that big spear, too, and you get the little machine gun hand. Then we take a look at the top of the box, same thing as on the front, basically. So, that's pretty much it for the box. As for the manual, I like the artwork on the manual, actually, almost as much, if not more, than the box, because that's kind of cool, firing the rifle there with the effects. First page is a list of parts and runners, as per usual. Then we're going to start off by looking at what all you're going to be building here. And you have the Eva, the head, the hands, the feet, the pistol, and the sniper rifle. And then we're going to start off by building the feet and work our way up from there. Build the legs. Start piecing the torso together, and here's a full splash color page of how you would paint things if you're going to go about doing that, instead of using the stickers and stuff. All the details on the weapons, cool action shot there, some anime screens of Mari and Eva Unit 8, and then again the advertisement for Eva Unit 2. Now, as you'll notice here on these pages, instead of having the traditional build of the Eva units where you have sort of this open cavity in the back where the entry plug is going to go in, and sort of have this hatch that pops up, you don't have that on this kit. The entry plug bit in the construction is completely done away with. You still have that little hump on the back where you know it would normally come out of, but the construction for the torso is a little bit different. It's a little bit thicker, and I think it's meant to keep it together better, and it definitely does, and I'll show you that when we get to the posability section, but that's one of the biggest complaints I know a lot of people had with the movie kits, is that their torsos were so thin and had such small joints in them that they would just fall over all the time. And I've had that with a couple of my movie kits. It's not a huge deal, but if you tinker around with them enough, they'll kind of pop apart. And the older anime kits didn't have as much of a deal with that being an issue. So anyways, after you build the body, you're going to build the head. Then you are going to put the arms together. And that's another thing that's very different with this kit, is the older Eva kits, and even the movie kits, you had it where the arm was pre-constructed, and you just had to pull some of the plastic out of it to get it to bend, and it had sort of this flesh-like look to it, which was pretty cool. This one, you actually construct the arm entirely. You have this bar that goes up, these little wrist pieces, put the gauntlets over top of it, and it's the main reason for that is because you have these gauntlet pieces going over it. Now, the joints don't look as smooth because of that, but they still bend just fine, and from a distance, I think it looks all right. So it's up on your shelf, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You know, go ahead and build the shoulders, slap everything together. You can put it on an action base if you want to, put the umbilical cable in the back. Then you build the weapons and the different hands. And then it's going to show you here in the back, there's something kind of interesting with this kit and Unit 2, that you can basically construct the entire kit, and then you can take half of it off, including, you know, like the torso, exterior armor, and the legs and arms and everything, and you can actually combine it with Unit 2 to make Unit 8+2, I believe is what it's called. They tease this at the end of 3.0. I don't know that much about Unit 8.2 because it's just sort of like shown there, but it's kind of an interesting little gimmick, and the way that the head is designed and everything on this kit should allow for a pretty smooth separation of the two parts to the head, the stickers and everything, because you actually get individual stickers here. Instead of just one big sticker for the eye piece, it's actually two. Then these other stickers along the side are all separate stickers and all that. So I'll show off the sticker sheet that you do get. There's quite a few of them here, and part of that's because they're so small for the eyes, like I just mentioned. You also get some red stickers for the sort of scope, if you will, on the rifle. You get the shoulder markers there. You get these little green bits that run down the torso. You also get the white triangles at the top of the shoulder there, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I missed any of the stickers. That's basically all the ones that you're going to have to worry about, and that's kind of nice that you don't have a ton of stickers to worry about on this kit. I mean, putting the head stickers on is probably the most work just because they're so small, but a lot of the color on this kit is actually going to be a result of the plastic and the way that it's layered over each other, or over the different colors here along the torso, which is really nice. I like that fact. Also, you're going to get some different sort of textures and sort of like surfaces to this kit. As you'll notice with the hands here, there's sort of a glossy, rubbery plastic material, and they stand out against the more flat plastic look of the rest of the kit. You might not be able to notice it as much on the camera, but it definitely makes a pretty distinct difference here when you're looking at them. And actually, a lot of the other movie kits had sort of a plastic rubbery hand, but I don't remember them looking quite as glossy as these ones do. So it's pretty cool. That pretty much wraps up this first part of the review. Check back for the second part where I'll go over the posability of the kit, the weapons and accessories, and give my final thoughts on it. See you then.